SEAYP alumni, aspiring delegates, and everybody watching. Welcome to a fresh episode of Just Cruisin with SIP. I am Kia, your host. Joining me today is a participating youth in the Philippine delegation of SEAYP in 2002. He is now the Secretary General of the UNESCO National Commission of the Philippines, Assistant Professor of the Asian Institute of Tourism, and Commissioner of the National Commission for Culture and the Arts. He received his PhD in Hospitality and Tourism Management and graduate certificate in Environmental Policy from Purdue University as a Fulbright Scholar. He has published many scholarly articles in the field of cultural heritage and preservation and cultural tourism, among others. As a leader in the field of cultural heritage and tourism, he is the Secretary General of the ICOMOS International Cultural Tourism Committee, the head of the Subcommission on Cultural Heritage and National Committee on Monuments and Sites of the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, and chairperson of the Heritage Conservation Society. He likewise sits in the board of the Southeast Asian Heritage Alliance. Because of his work in the field, he was named one of the outstanding young men in 2012 and was also awarded as an Asia 21 Young Leader in 2008. Ladies and gentlemen, another pride of SEAYP, Dr. Ivan Henares.
Hello, everyone.
Doctor.
Hello, Pia, and it's good to be here. And thank you for having me for this interview.
Yes. Hi, Dr. Henares. Maraming salamat po, and thank you also for being here. We are so excited to hear more about your SEAYP journey and, of course, your cultural advocacy. So first, what are your overall thoughts that the SEAYP and the ASEAN-Japan friendship are actually celebrating its 50th anniversary this year?
Okay, it's actually a very momentous occasion for us, especially that the ASEAN-Japan diplomatic relations have lasted and cooperation have lasted for that long. I'm really thankful to the government of Japan for the work that it has done to really connect the ASEAN and Japan together through programs like SEAYP. I think that these have been very helpful towards broader cultural understanding between our countries.
Yes, and we are part of that 50th year celebration of this ASEAN-Japan friendship celebration. So how can you describe your SEAYP experience and how does it impact your life right now?
Well, I think the SEAYP experience really introduced me to many other cultures. I was already working as a tourism officer and museum curator at the time that I joined SEAYP, but it introduced me to many other facets of our ASEAN neighbors and Japan. That's why I was able to see so much during that trip. And really the immersion, especially with host families and the interaction that we have with the different cultures on the ship was a very enriching experience for me.
Okay po. Can you share with us your fondest memory po sa ship?
Siguro really hanging out with friends from different countries. I've really kept those friendships alive. And I have many friends from different places around ASEAN and Japan to meet, when I visit them or when I visit the other countries.
Can you share with us po a specific experience na talagang vivid pa sa memory nyo during your SEAYP?
Well, ano ba? Siguro it's really the times that we would hang out together. And more than the programs and the because I mean in every country naman there's a program. You get to meet the head of state sometimes. We got to meet the president of Singapore. We got to meet some officials in Japan as well. There are of course institutional visits. This happens in every country, but I think the fondest memory really is the times that we spent together among our closest friends on board. Obviously, you can't be friends with everyone.
Yes. So in what ways has your involvement in SEAYP shaped your career? And can you also share or provide insight into your current projects or advocacy that have been meaningful to you?
So I am currently Secretary General of the UNESCO National Commission. So we are our the National Commission is responsible to ensure that the Philippines is compliant with its commitments to UNESCO.
Yeah.
In time, I'm also Commissioner for Cultural Heritage with the NCCA. And of
Mm-mm.
course, I also head NGOs related to heritage conservation. And my experiences um, interacting with different countries at a very young age, the opportunity to really see all these programs, diplomatic responsibilities as well, since we're called ambassadors, young ambassadors of goodwill.
Yeah.
We were trained properly to be able to really project ourselves in the international in an international program like SEAP. So I think because of this experience at a very young age, I was already exposed to things that I would, for example, in ICOMOS. It's an international professional organization for heritage professionals, as well as now with UNESCO, the UNESCO National Commission. So it's really opened a lot of how do I say it? It's the experience really strengthened my confidence to really interact with different cultures, because for many people, especially those who haven't really had a chance to meet people outside the Philippines, it's
Mm-mm.
maybe a daunting thing. And
Right.
I think introducing this kind of experience at a very early age or stage in your life is something that can really have an impact on what you do later on.
Yes. So parang Sayap became your training ground kung nasan po kayo ngayon.
Yes, that is right.
Yeah. So tell me about how your appreciation for conservation began and what led to your deep connection with it.
Well, way back in high school, we used to have alternative class days in school, and we get to select what kind of classes we attend. No?
Mm-hmm.
And there was an opportunity to attend church tours in first in Manila, and then there was one time in Laguna and Rizal. No? So um, this really opened my eyes to the heritage of the country. I was able to visit places like San Sebastian for the first time,
Uh-uh.
churches in Laguna and and Rizal, no, and of course you seeing them for the first time. Um, it's amazing, no? Especially the stained glass windows, the Gothic Basilica, San Sebastian. So these are things that really had an imprint on me, and I felt that we really needed to promote our sites more. So that's how I started with this advocacy. I saw also many of the um, heritage houses in the hometown of my mom in San Fernando, Pampanga. So these are things that really caught my attention at a very young age.
Yeah. So with all those places na napuntahan niyo na po, ano yung pinaka-favorite nyo or talagang may impact sa inyo?
Question, really. I mean, I always tell people into so many places, you really appreciate that every place has something unique and important. Like I've been to all provinces of the Philippines, no? And that's been very eye-opening for me. It's very difficult to pick, no, a favorite place, especially when you've been to many countries, beautiful places around the world. So, I mean, every place has something to offer.
Yeah. That's true po. Kasi ako rin po, nagka-travel din po talaga ako. And it's really hard to pick which is your favorite. So as part of your advocacy po in cultural heritage preservation and promotion, what can SEAP alumni do to help in that or to be part of that advocacy?
I mean, we have alumni from all the regions in the Philippines. So, SEAP alumni can really highlight, spearhead programs in their areas that would highlight their local culture.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can take advantage of the diversity that we have in our membership to really bring out the best of the country, and to promote our own local cultures because young people nowadays are shying away from that. They
Mm-hmm.
are more attracted to Western or other Asian countries when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to these things. No? So we really have to make people proud of our um, culture, no? In order to really strengthen our national identity.
Yeah, that is so true po na dapat ay proud naman po talaga tayo mga sa mga meron po dito sa Philippines. And thank you so much po for all the insights that you've shared, and we are really inspired by your story po. And now, we reach the most exciting part of this interview po. Almost tapos na po yung interview natin. So, we will have a mini stay-up game where I will read some statements or questions related to stay-up. Then you have to give your top-of-mind answers. Okay? All right. So, are you ready po?
Yes.
Okay. So, one word to describe your stay-up experience.
Amazing.
All right. Favorite food in stay-up?
I don't know. I can't remember. The food award was been many years ago.
Okay. Okay. We move to the next one. Favorite place to hang out sa ship?
Ano nga ba?
Dolphin Hall, Upper Deck.
Dolphin Hall. It depends. I was always moving around.
How about yung bar po? Nag-i-stay po ba kayo doon sa taas? Sa bar
Yeah,
area?
I mean, every now and then, just move around. Yeah.
Okay, so parang buong stay up
Yes,
trip ni Juan
yes.
Maru. And your favorite country program?
Country program. Wow. I don't know. Maybe the one in Japan was very interesting.
All right, Japan. Favorite ship activity?
Well, I was responsible for discussion, so I didn't have a choice.
Okay, we love that too.
I was
So,
the head of discussion for our year, so I was very active with that.
yeah, that's good. Is it an easy task for you?
It was something that I've been doing anyway since high school, so
Oh, all right.
it came
So,
naturally.
yeah, so you're used to it already. So that's good to hear po. Okay, next po. Name your cabin mate in the ship.
So I had two cabin mates. One was from Thailand. His nickname is Ton, and I think his full name is Sorawit Sangsuan.
Wow.
And the other one is from Indonesia, Herman Abubakar.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Good job po. Alam pa rin natin yung full name nila. Next po, name your international closest friend in SEAYP.
That would be Leon Ong from Singapore, Ong Han Chong, and Kenneth Ong from Malaysia. Those are my really close friends.
Wow, that's really good. Do you still see them po?
Of course I do. Yeah, I see them. I mean, I last saw them before the pandemic and before I left for my PhD, so I haven't been to Malaysia and Singapore in a very long time. So hopefully, now that I'm back in the Philippines, I'll be able to fly over and see them again. Yeah, I mean, we chat with each other. We still have the three of us have a WhatsApp group to really talk.
Yeah. I think that's also the beauty of SEAP, the long-lasting friendship na nabubuo po sa atin. Okay, next po. Name your Filipino closest friend in SEAP.
Wow, ang dami siguro niyan. Nako, I don't wanna name names. Baka may ano yan. Baka may yeah, I have a lot of really close friends as well from the delegation.
Yeah, that's a good thing po kasi almost lahat po ng na-interview po namin ay close sa madami sa mga Filipino in SEAP. So that's good naman po. So next po, name the cutest person in the ship during your program.
Oh my God, I can't remember anymore.
Siguro, nationality.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, all nationalities naman meron.
Tama naman po. Okay, pinaka nami-miss mo sa ship?
The food.
The food? Okay.
I mean, you wake up to breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so
Yeah,
It's,
and it is served already and catering pa.
yeah, it's buffet. So yeah, just enjoy.
That's true. Biggest regret in the program.
Biggest regret is that 2001 and 2002 were transition years. So we didn't get to see as much countries as the previous delegates were, and of course the years after us, basically lalo pang nabawasan yung mga countries, no? So of course we all know about the tragedy that happened in 2001, which is why their journey got cut short and our journey also got cut, no? In fact, we didn't have a country program in the Philippines during our year. So that's the regret, and I feel sad for both batches kasi nga we were transition batches, and we didn't get to see other countries during that trip.
Yeah, okay. The next series of questions naman po ay yes or no question. Alright? So, let's start. Nasisik po ba kayo during the program?
Surprisingly, hindi masyado, despite the fact that I'm very motion sick. I think it's because the ship was larger than our pump boat here in the Philippines. It wasn't as bad as I expected it to be.
Pero how was the weather po during the whole program?
Okay naman. It was good. No issues. Yeah.
Alright. Okay, that's good to hear po kasi there are some batches na bumagyo kaya nag-iba ng ruta.
Okay, yeah.
So, babalik sa inyo po, smooth sail talaga siya. Yes. Okay, next, yes or no? Nag-sneak out po ba kayo after a night patrol?
Meron bang hindi?
Meron po. Okay. Na-late po ba kayo sa morning exercise?
Maybe once or twice.
Okay.
I don't think you can always be on time for these things.
That's true. Especially if you do your rehearsals.
Yeah.
Umiyak po ba kayo when you said goodbye sa homestay family?
Maybe. Yeah, I guess. May mga opportunity na you feel sad.
Did you find your soulmate in the ship?
I think some did find their soulmates kasi have batchmates who are married, either PYs or even host family.
Oh, talaga. That's nice. Okay, but last question, yes or no. Would you like to be back on the ship?
Of course, it would be a great opportunity to be back. Although, it's a challenge. You can't stay as long as before. I know some people, they can make time for it as NL, no? But
yes,
it's a bit of a challenge to really give up 2 months, especially with the work that we do. Siguro when I'm close to retirement age, that's when I can really give time. But it's very busy right now.
Yes, and you have so many projects and advocacies and organizations that you're currently involved, which really helps contribute in our country, especially in cultural conservation and preservation po. So that's it. Is there anything else that you want to say po, Dr. Ivan?
Nothing much. Yeah. Thank you very much for inviting me for this interview.
Yeah, that's it po. Thank you so much po, Dr. Henares. And thank you for Cruisin with SAP. And to our viewers, of course, thank you so much. See you again on our next episode. Together, let's be inspired and get into the stay at sick mode. Again, I am Pia, and this is Just Cruisin with SAP. Thank you po.
Thank you.